Now I'm ready to relax.
This is beautiful. Is it too early to get a margarita?
I knew I picked a great hotel. Wow.
I don't feel like touching anything because everything's so fancy in here.
Wow.
We just checked into the Wynn.
As a complete contrast from our last hotel stay,
Chloe had to really convince me to come into this place.
we have now moved into one of the fanciest 5-star hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. According to the website, Wynn Resorts holds more Forbes Travel Guide 5-star awards than any other independent hotel company in the world. Wow. The Wynn opened back in 2005, and fun fact, at the time of opening, its 45-story hotel tower was the tallest building in Nevada. A few years later, in 2008, a sister property called Encore opened up right next door. This hotel has 2,716 rooms, and we booked one of the basic standard king rooms. But upon check-in, we were very delighted to be upgraded to a panoramic view room. Panoramic rooms are on floors 28 and above, and are some of the most sought-after rooms in the whole of Vegas. Welcome to our panoramic king room at the Wynn Hotel. Right now I'm standing in the foyer. It's massive. We have a very spacious wardrobe, all of the coat hangers you could possibly want, a safe, and just behind my bag here I did notice that they do your laundry for you. That's no doubt going to be expensive. As you walk in, to your right is my favorite spot in our whole room. This bathroom! Look at this lighting! This is another level. Let's start with the shower. Not only is the shower absolutely beautiful, there's a seat in my shower.
I'm gonna sit here. Oh, but we also have a bathtub right there. This is so Chloe can have a bath whilst watching me clean myself.
This is one large tub, guys. And not only that, is I have a really wonderful piece of artwork right next to my tub.
Perfection.
Just down here is a fluffy little mat. And we don't have just one, we have 2 of them. And do you know what I've actually noticed by sitting down here? We have a scale in our room. What?
I lost weight. We have these bad boys. Ooh, soft. You can buy it at the end of your stay, but I saw they're 185 bucks, so I'm not gonna buy one.
There is only one way to describe how I feel in this bathroom right now, and I feel like it's one of those designer bathrooms inside a show home that no one actually uses, but you go around deciding if you want to buy a bathroom that looks like this. That's how fancy it is. It's like a show home. I'm way too excited right now. Just look at these shelves. This is immaculate. There are so many of them. I feel like I need to get my phone to just show you exactly the maneuver Ludvig did just then to film that for you. Look at that. We have a bunch of little things. A shower cap, cotton swabs, necessities, body lotion. It smells great. And Ludvig has some shoe polish. Wow, 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 wow.
And this is where we pee. As you enter, there's an iPad greeting you hello. It's greeting me hello. Me. That's me. I can control everything from here. The drapes, the lights, the air condition, the TV. I can order things. This is too much. Can't deal with it. Excuse me, Miss Richards.
Yes?
You can order a coffee for yourself in the morning.
What? They'll deliver room service coffee for me in the morning.
Yes.
I knew I picked a great hotel. Wow.
Anytime we go anywhere, I am not allowed to touch the bed until Chloe says I'm allowed to touch the bed. Because it looks perfect right now, apparently. But I got to go. You know, like when you hold a little puppy and it's so soft and fluffy? It feels like the mattress is made out of puppies, but not in a bad way. I feel like a kangaroo, like a baby kangaroo in a pouch.
What?
That's this thing. I can hide behind this pillow.
We also have this little office section, or could be a dining table. It's massive. It also has a lamp.
not attached.
Best thing about this room is no doubt this view. Wow.
What is this place?
What?
We also have these lovely lounging chairs.
This could be where we have our morning coffee overlooking Las Vegas Boulevard.
Is this the strip right here?
Yeah, this is the strip, literally right here. That's where we've been walking up and down every day.
Alexa, close the curtains.
Okay.
What just happened? Make her open them.
Hey Alexa, open the curtains.
Okay.
What'd you think about that? Hey Alexa, play some jazz.
Final jazz from iHeartRadio.
Oh sorry, did you say something over there? I couldn't hear you from my swivelly chair.
And most hotels we've stayed at have a mini bar snack section of some sort. But this one, my friends, is on another level. We have unlimited cookies, pretzels, popcorn, chocolate covered almonds, chocolate candies, Reese's Pieces candies, sour gummy bears, gummy butterflies. We even have some really fancy looking wine glasses and regular glasses that I'm probably not gonna touch.
That's a whiskey glass, I believe.
Whiskey glasses, and they pull out.
You tell me if that's the whiskey glass or not.
And then we just want to look over here at this other little cupboard. Just reveal this little fridge here. If you pick anything up out of its spot for any longer than 30 seconds, it will charge you for it. So we're not going to do that.
Here's the fancy box. It's empty. It could be my phone box. Good evening, Miss Richards. Tonight we have this straight from Italy, Pinot Grigio, to tempt your taste buds.
Cheers. Every single morning, Ludvig is such a gentleman and he goes downstairs, gets a coffee from the nearest coffee shop and will bring it up and wake me up with it. And it's my favorite part of the day. It always makes me so happy. I love him so much that he does that. But the difference right here in hotel service. Circus, he would have to go downstairs to Starbucks and awkwardly try to carry up 2 big coffees with his hands. And that's pretty tough with a cast in one hand and that little thing he has on the other. He was always struggling through the door and quickly putting it down for me. But at a 5-star hotel, they saw he was struggling and gave him this little box. It's these little tiny things in a 5-star hotel stay that really elevate your experience. After coffee in bed, we jumped into our activewear and went down to the hotel gym. If you've been with us for a while, you'll know we love a good hotel workout, especially when the gym is as good as this one. This fitness center is huge and super well equipped with everything we could possibly want. The cardio section is massive, there are bikes, a ton of treadmills, and a spacious weights area. The lighting is definitely my favorite part. It felt like a mini Equinox gym or something. They have fresh towels, a fridge with cold water, and there seem to be multiple staff members supervising here at all times, making sure things are running smoothly and good gym etiquette is followed. There are fitness classes on offer as well, but these are an additional fee, and they even have free fruit to grab on your way out. I literally could have spent hours in here, but it was about time we hit the buffet. Oh, and while we're here, also on this floor is a salon, a health shop, and a full-service spa. We had a little peek inside here without our camera, and as you can imagine, this place is stunning. We may have opted out of trying the buffet at our last hotel due to not so great reviews, but this is a whole other story. The Wynn buffet is known as one of the best on the Strip. There are a couple of different options for the buffet. There is a brunch, special seafood buffet dinner, or if you're looking for a slightly cheaper option, from 8 till 9 in the morning, there is what's called an early riser breakfast buffet. It's just an hour in the morning, and it's about $15 to $20 cheaper for 2 people to go for breakfast. So we're gonna skedaddle right down there and head to the buffet and see what they've got for these early riser people. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
To the buffet.
Turns out we rushed for nothing. It seemed that actually we didn't need to get all of our eating done before 9 AM, but rather, as long as we entered between 8 and 9, we got the early riser breakfast price. We guessed that this is to help fill the restaurant early and to offer early birds a cheaper price as long as they don't mind missing out on various dishes that may come out later. Because of the name early riser breakfast, we weren't expecting this to be the full brunch, but that's exactly what it felt like. There were salads, dips and fruit, fresh juices and soups, a beautiful cheese selection, fish and chips, calamari, pizza, Mexican food, mashed potato, made-to-order omelets, pastries, veggies and meat, and tons of sushi, which Ludvig was very excited about. But our favourite part in the whole buffet was no doubt their huge dessert section with everything you can think of. Including ice cream scoops and made-to-order crepes. Even if you aren't staying at the Wynn, we highly recommend you come here for brunch. Oh, and because we were hotel guests, we got to stand in this special priority line. I'm glad someone told us this beforehand because we definitely would have waited in the regular line, which was a lot longer.
We accidentally put the do not disturb sign on and they didn't clean our room, or they didn't make our bed. That's what Chloe wants. So there's a button here that says clean my room. So I'm gonna press it. Maybe they come and make Chloe's bed. Now it's pool time. Entrance. Grand.
Next on our agenda was to check out the pool. And if it's anything like the photos, we were in for a treat. There are a total of 4 pools available for Wynn Hotel guests between 9 AM and 7 PM, including an adult-only European pool with a topless optional policy, which for obvious reasons we could not film, and 2 jacuzzi spas. Surrounding the pools are perfectly manicured gardens, daybeds and cabanas that look like they cost a lot of money. Some even complete with a full living area and flat screen TV. There are a few different eateries around the place that all looked beautiful. There were a load of sunbeds to choose from, however not so many in the shade. There was a pool bar and snack menu. The question is it too early to get a margarita?
Always too early to get a margarita because they're yucky.
And plenty of towels in my favourite colour. Yes! Along with free cold filtered water, which was a really nice change as we had no free water on offer at Circus Circus.
Everywhere we go, they charge you for water.
Your water, sir? This is beautiful! And it's perfect temperature for Ludvig. We just hung out at the pool. That was
hot.
It's hilarious because right now Ludvig has to have his arm up like this, fist bumping. The housekeepers have already come in and remade our bed. I just love it when you have your bed made and it's all tight and crisp and tucked, and then Ludvig hops in immediately and untucks everything, flings all the sheets around. But I prefer it to be like suction. That's really cute. The housekeepers even went to the effort to roll up this little iPhone cord so nicely. How cute is that? Located in the Wynn is the very popular Earth Cafe. With multiple locations around the States and overseas, we had heard great things and decided to head here for lunch. There was quite a hefty line to get in, but we were determined to try this place out. After eating lots of unbreakfasty stuff for breakfast, we decided to eat breakfast stuff for lunch, and luckily Earth Cafe serves breakfast until 2 p.m. Ludvig opted for an exciting stuffed French toast, while I went for a very healthy poached eggs on toast, a soy latte, and a berry smoothie. Unfortunately, this place did not live up to the hype for us. Both Ludvig and I had stone cold food. My latte was very subpar, on the cold side, and my smoothie didn't have much taste. The cafe was incredibly busy and we didn't want to be difficult, so we ate it, but really we should have asked for a replacement. Post-lunch, we head off to wander around the hotel and casino. P.S. The elevators here are much faster than our previous hotel, and there is never a long line, which we really appreciated. Unlike most hotels in Vegas, the Wynn doesn't have a theme, but rather just exudes luxury and elegance. It's safe to say Ludvig fits right in. The Wynn Casino floor is 111 square feet and feels super spacious and extremely clean. There are all sorts of interesting and extravagant pieces of art dotted around the place, including these beautiful floors and this insane garden that looks exactly like my dream wedding decor. There are halls upon halls of designer boutiques offering luxurious apparel, accessories, jewelry and watches, a very far cry from our usual second-hand vintage shopping. And in amongst all this, there's even a Soul Cycle here. Again, everything was very, very clean. We noticed, in fact, the staff were constantly cleaning and fixing things all around the place. This guy was even dusting this. Now, we couldn't leave the Wynn without visiting one of their beautiful bars. So we picked this lounge right at the entrance of the casino. I decided to go for one of their signature cocktails that sounded like my name, Cleo. This was made up of tequila, agave, dragon fruit and lime, with a numbing candy that went on the top. This was meant to complement the ingredients well. This drink was so pretty, very tasty, and very numbing. It made my tongue a little blue. They also have here a full cigar list, if this tickles your fancy. Dinner time was creeping closer, and we realized that as much as we wanted to try out one of the fancy restaurants here, we were just not hungry for a sit-down dinner. We blame that incredible buffet. Plus, the cookies and grilled cheese at our local cafe, Teatro, were calling our name. I had been staring at these giant cookies since I arrived at this hotel. Now, we are totally aware of how nutritious this day has been for us, and even though YouTube is technically our job now, from now on, we are taking this business extremely seriously.
Very seriously.
We are still on holiday, right? So with that in mind, we took to the cafe for a wholesome dinner of grilled cheese, a mushroom cheesy bread thing, a giant cookie, and a coffee, in an attempt to stay awake past our bedtime tonight. Everything in this cafe looks incredible. The service is great and the decor is stunning. Oh, and they also give you free water if you ask for it. What a bonus. Tonight we had all the best intentions to go and see the Wynn's exclusive show, Awakening. However, it was unfortunately not showing the nights we stayed here. With a serious urge to watch some circus acts, we instead purchased tickets for the highly recommended Absinthe show, located in the Spiegel tent outside Caesar's Palace, which luckily has a show every single night of the year. 3 people before I left to Las Vegas told me I absolutely must go and see Absinthe. They did say it's one of the pricier shows, but it's the best show they've ever seen in Vegas, apparently. So, with that in mind, I couldn't not book it. It definitely was a pricier one. It's around $300 US. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Wow, when you're in the casino casinos and hotels, you almost forget what it's like outside.
Scorching.
And then you walk outside and it's shocking to your body. This show was unlike anything we've ever seen. It had some very interesting and raunchy humour from the hosts, which we still can't decide if we found funny or just plain weird. But the audience were laughing the entire night, so I guess it satisfied most. What really made the show for us were the incredible performances. One guy was climbing a ton of chairs stacked on one another, there was another couple spinning around on roller skates, and even a bunch of ladies flying around the room over top of the audience on long sticks. This was definitely a show we will never forget.
Now I'm ready to relax. Cheers. That's a wine.
In the midst of getting cozy, we were excited to see that our TV swiveled.
This TV goes wherever you want it to go.
Excuse me, some privacy in my room.
Perfect to watch a movie in bed, or more realistically, fall asleep to one.
You're just filming us in bed.
Yeah. We were even still discovering more things that can be controlled by our iPad, such as we could set an exact time for our drapes to open in the morning, all of our lights to turn on, and which music we would like to wake up to. Plus, we already knew we could order coffee to our room, but we didn't realize we could pre-order before bed the night before so that it would be ready and delivered to us upon waking up. That is just true luxury right there. We were just about to do that when we realized there was actually a $9 delivery fee, plus gratuities on top. Ludvig just said he'd rather head back down to the cafe himself. The Wynn's average nightly rate seems to vary a lot throughout the year, and the pricing is probably dependent on what events are happening at the time in Las Vegas. A lot of dates I searched for initially were just way too expensive for us. However, I actually found a slightly more affordable option if we booked our stay here during certain nights of July, probably because it's so darn hot here. Our nightly rate was $800 New Zealand, almost $500 US, plus an additional daily resort fee at a whopping $45 US, plus tax. These resort fees can really get you if you aren't expecting them, but every single hotel in Vegas seems to charge this. They say it allows you access to the pool, fitness center, free Wi-Fi, and all of that, which usually hotels just include. So I'm not sure why they charge more for this in Vegas. One thing, however, that really snuck up on us during check-in was the massive security deposit. This shocked us at $150 US per night. That meant that our 3-night stay cost us almost $500 US just in security deposit, which obviously you get back as long as you don't trash your room, but I can imagine this could get awkward for some people if they don't plan for this or don't have those funds available. But perhaps the Wynn's usual standard of guests wouldn't be fazed by this. Well, that about rounds out our fancy 5-star hotel stay on the Las Vegas Strip, and I can safely say this is probably the fanciest hotel I've ever stayed in. What about you, honey?
Hands down fanciest.
Yeah.
The room was mega fancy. It's the fanciest room I've ever stayed in. I'm scared to touch anything.
What was your favorite part?
The bed. We noticed that the hotel, even the casino, everything is mega clean. This morning I went down to get a cup of coffee and they were cleaning the chairs in the cafe. They were taking the chairs up from the floor, putting them upside down and polishing the legs of the chairs. I don't think I've ever done that anywhere in my entire life.
And one thing we noticed straight away when we stepped foot into this 5-star hotel is that the service was just on another level. No matter who you look at or who you walk by, staff-wise, they're checking on you. At one point we were trying to find a cafe and we were wandering down the hallways, probably looking a little lost. We didn't even say anything, and one guy came from so far away all the way up to us and said, "Can I give you a hand? What are you looking for? You look rather lost. Can I assist you in any way?" It is just another level 5-star service, and I am just not used to that. And like Ludvig said, everything in this hotel is so extremely clean. The housekeeping, they do a really good job. I wish I could stay here for another week. Actually 2 kind of negatives we'd like to point out, because it can't be all raving reviews. We have to be fair. Ludvig, what's the first negative?
It's not a negative, it's just
Observation.
be careful. When you take a shower, at least in our room, the water pressure was hurting. You can't put your face under because it'll just take your skin off. It's vicious.
And then it's not so much the hotel, but we went to Earth Cafe and we had heard good things. Every time we walk past, there's a massive line. There's signs everywhere pointing you in the direction of Earth Cafe. So we just assumed, wow, this place is gonna be awesome. And unfortunately, everything we ordered was like stone cold. And the poached eggs came out tasting like they were from the fridge. Maybe we were just there on a one-off day where the food wasn't so good, but hey, they've still got a massive line outside, so maybe we just had some randomly cold dishes. After a couple of nights here at the Wynn, we can highly recommend you stay here, but you probably already knew that. And did you like the cheap hotel or the fancy hotel? Is that even a question? I don't think so. You guys can probably guess below. I hope you've enjoyed our little comparison of staying in a super duper cheap hotel on the Strip compared with a fancy 5-star hotel. Let us know below what kind of hotel stays or any stays in general would you like to see next.
We also have a ton of unique stays on our channel, so just go watch all of them. We all know you like this video. Hit that like button, subscribe, do all the things. You know what to do. Cramp. Oh, that hip cramp. Ow.
What?
This bit.
Your hip flexor.
Hip flexor
Oh
cramp.
no.
Oh. You know what to do. Do it. Ish. Oh. See you in the next one. No cramp that time.